Yeah, so we're talking about using this little self-massage technique of tapping. And as Ree pointed out, if we're working on the sciatic area, the sciatic nerve is a big nerve. It's like the width of your finger, runs all the way down the back of the leg. And it runs under a muscle called the piriformis, which is it's a little muscle. And what it does is it turns our legs out. Most of us turn our legs out as we walk. That's a natural way to walk. Most of us are uh, right side dominant, so you'll tend to feel this more on the right side. You probably cross your right leg over. All of these things can exacerbate that chronic tension. And it's interesting because in Qigong, what we try to fight is what we call stagnation, areas of the body that have just kind of locked up for some reason. Sometimes it's because of pain or inflammation. Sometimes it's because we're ignoring them and not moving them enough. So here's one way to unlock the healing flow, and it's this little self-tapping. And we'll do an exercise uh, in the class that will address this with turning the leg in like that. As Ree says, you're releasing the tension on that muscle that covers the sciatic nerve. I also had a student who'd say, I worked one-on-one with him in the city, and he had chronic pain in his sciatica, and he was going to see all these experts. And I said, Ernie, where do you carry your wallet? It's in my right back pocket. Said, try to put it in your left pocket. And the pain went away. So it's as simple as that sometimes. We love those simple solutions. All right, so that's a little kind of teaser for later in the class. Let's begin. Feeling our feet beneath us. Where else could they be, right? But you feel them beneath you like roots. And right away, you get to relax a little because you're stable. Breathe, kind of bend the knees a little bit, and I like to do a little bouncing up and down to just release the lower back. So you feel the weight of the pelvis, the butt muscles, the bones, just hanging with gravity. But if that's all that was happening, we collapse. So against that downward release, we have this floating upward through the crown of the head. And that allows us to stand tall, freeze up the spine. Now come to stillness. And just take just a few seconds to feel yourself in this moment, this present moment. You feel your toes on the ground. Breathing in and out through the nose. And let's work on that first important way to gather chi, which is breathing. So we've been working on the chi belt breathing. Let's continue with that. So you wrap your hands around your waist like that, like kind of create a little corset with your hands. Knees are always slightly soft and bent, right? Now, as you inhale, feel the torso gently expand, front, side, and back. So you're relaxing the abdomen. And as you exhale, you'll feel that the abdomen naturally kind of draws back toward the spine. Now, Mary was asking about shoulder tension. Here is an excellent way to start to notice if you're tensing your shoulders, right? Because we're focusing on something fairly centralized and fairly simple, but don't concentrate so hard that you unconsciously start to tense up elsewhere. That goes for all of us, really. Now, kind of paradoxically, when we breathe like this, it builds weightedness and stability. This is one of the prime techniques of Tai Chi for balance, to breathe low, not up high, but low in the larger lobes of the lungs. Remember, you got like 600,000 little air sacs within the lungs, little microscopic, they're called alveoli. they're clustered like grapes, and that's where that term alveoli comes from. It's the Greek word for grape. So think about that. 600,000 of those little air sacs or balloons to gently inflate with the breath and exhale. Good. Relax your arms. Let's just do a little more shaking to loosen up and feel all of the joints in the body just by moving them gently. Toes, feet, ankles, knees, hips. Now remember, you don't do anything that hurts in this class. Modify everything, even something as simple as shaking. Breathe in through the nose, and let's exhale through the mouth this time with a ah. Inhale through the nose. Ah. That's the stress clearing breath. Breathe in through the nose. Ah. Purging out the stress. And come to stillness. Notice you got a little buzz, a little bioelectrical hum going in your body. Now let's deepen that by inhaling, opening the arms, arching the lower back a little bit, then exhale, tuck the tail under, arms come forward, chin on the chest. Inhale, open the hands, breathe in, absorbing all the energy. Exhale, letting go of the old, stale, used up chi. Nature loves to work in cycles, like the in-breath and the out-breath of respiration. Nature loves to recycle. So our out-breath of carbon dioxide is the in-breath of the trees and the plants. Our in-breath of oxygen is the trees breathing out, in essence. So we're exchanging energy with nature. One more time, just to be aware of all that beautiful nature around us. This time of year, it's very full and ripe. Exhale, drawing all that goodness in, and relax. And see how that changes the way you feel already. Now let's separate the feet, bend the knees, have your feet a little wider apart. We're going to do one of the animal frolics. They're always fun. They're ancient, from ancient observations of the way animals move. I guess bears moved like this in the old days. I have never seen this walking around my neighborhood, but we're a variation of knocking on the door of life. And all we do is shift the weight to one leg and wrap the arms around, turning toward the leg that's not as bent, and then shift and shift. Okay, shift. Yeah, that's it. Good. Shoulders relax, crown of the head up. There you go, Linda. I won't be staring at you the whole time, Linda. Don't worry. But this is one of the best, simplest exercises. Breathing, gently bringing flow and circulation into the spine and into the legs as well. Now remember, you could also do this without the weight shift. So let's try that. Just weight stays centered on both feet. And wrap. And breathe. Good. So if you want to get your chi moving. Remember, the nickname for this one is the Qigong cup of coffee. We're like I said, getting the chi flow up through the spine all the way up to the brain, warming up the muscles in the back, and we're tapping on acupressure points for health and vitality in the front and the back. And slow it down and relax. So let's say that's all you do in the morning, some breathing. Maybe this one, this one. Not just the morning, you could do it throughout the day. And you'll be keeping that youthful circulation going. Little kids are always moving. Like my, what is she? My great niece, Violet, apparently, she's a little kid. She was born in like April or something. And she's constantly kicking her feet, right? Constantly like laughing and kicking her feet. You don't see too many grown-ups doing that, but not that I recommend it, but some sort of movement is going to keep that healing and enlivening process going. Okay. All right, let's do some silk reeling first for the hips. Silk reeling just means circling without speeding up or slowing down. Also excellent to gently open the circulation through the areas that are causing that inflammation if you have sciatica or lower back pain. This is one to modify. Perhaps it feels more comfortable with the feet closer together for you, right? You modify so it feels just right. You can go slower. Reverse. And notice this one, we're also kind of allowing the hips to go back a little bit, and then they go front. They go side, they go back. Side, front, side. Right? The Qigong prescription is to do 6 or 9 of these in each direction, but I tend to mix it up personally, and you can too. Wow, listen to that thunder. Fabulous. And center. Now I start with that because that's the strongest part of the body. That's the center of gravity. So if we get our center warmed up, the chi can flow out in all directions. But now let's work on the mobility in our upper body. Here's one we haven't done for a while. And most of us really enjoy this one. Stepping toward, I'll mirror you, stepping toward the corner of the room with your left leg forward. We're going to just tilt forward a little bit. This other arm, doesn't matter what this arm is doing. You could just let it hang. You could kind of let it rest on your body. But this left arm is very loose, and lift and drop your shoulder a couple of times. Because what I want you to feel is that that arm is connected way back here at the shoulder blade, right? So that left arm, you're going to circle the shoulder up, back, and around, shifting the weight back. Good. So if your left leg is forward and bent, your left arm is hanging. You're facing the right corner. Squeezing the shoulder up, back, and around. Ooh, we haven't done this one for a while. This is a good one, right? So squeeze the shoulder up, and right there, you're kind of standing equally on both feet. And then the shoulder keeps circling back and drops behind you. Good, Jill. You can imagine that you're lifting the chi up through that side of the body and letting it pour out behind you. Yeah, make it really comfortable for yourself. Good. Nice, Shelby. Shifting the weight forward, circling up, back, and down. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Let's try the other side. Nice, everyone. Ooh, pause before you do the other side. Just pause for a moment. And this is part of the training. Just notice how that side of your body feels completely different. Probably longer, more free. Okay, so now face the other corner. And just to clarify, this is what the legs are doing. One knee bends, and then the other leg bends. That's all. Shifting forward, shifting back. When you shift forward, you just kind of tilt and that arm hangs forward like your fingers are down toward the floor, a little closer to the floor. And then as you shift back, you squeeze that shoulder up, back, and around. Yeah. Shift forward, the arm hangs. Inhale up. Oh, it's like squeezing tension out of your neck and your upper back and your shoulders. Breathe, squeezing that sponge. Relax, soaking up fresh circulation. Yeah. Yeah, it's always fine to just pause and watch. Ah, back. 2 more times. Make it your own. So, ooh, if that part feels good, you could slow that part down. If you want to work on letting go, just feel that dropping. And excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, easy version of that is just shoulder circles. Also oops, sorry, scared me. Also qualifies as shoulder circles. I mean, as silk reeling. Just circle your shoulders around like that. Okay, let's do one more to purge out stress, whether it's mental stress, emotional upset, or physical stress. It's a variation on an exercise called dropping the post. So on the inhale, you'll do light loose fists, maybe bend the elbows, maybe shift your weight front onto the front of your foot, and then exhale, drop the post. You can make a noise when you drop your post. Sigh of relief. You can make any noise you want. I can't hear you. Dropping fear, dropping aggravation, frustration, dropping boredom, any negative stuck energy. We just want to get it out. The heel is pressing directly toward the big toes as it comes up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. All right, that got the buzz and the chi and the vibration deeper into the bones. The bones and the tendons that wrap the bones. And I wanted to say something really interesting that I was reminded of this morning. In the West, there's bodybuilding and shaping and, build a six pack and, deltoids and all that. It's almost like the saying in China is that's steel wrapping cotton. In other words, the hard, stiff muscles are on the outside. In Chinese medicine and Qigong, we want our muscles and our tendons, the ones closest to the bones, to be like steel, flexible and springy. And we want our muscles to be soft like cotton. It's very interesting, isn't it? Right? So we want the strength to be internal we don't want to hold ourselves together with this external bodybuilder stuff, right? Like in the West, we talk about six packs hard. We don't want these muscles to be hard. We want them to be flexible and strong, like a really strong elastic corset, right? That's holding our core securely together. So, so this exercise we just did, I like that because it gives you an opportunity to feel the alignment of your bones and to just picture in your mind's eye, wow, I'm waking up the energy right at the core of my body, right where it counts. And I'm letting go of that peripheral unconscious tension in my muscles. It just interferes. That's a good exercise. That's a really good exercise. They're all good. All right, let's do this one now. This is called The Tiger Sits in the Grass, and it's another great purge, purging the old to the earth, which will transform it. So feet are wider apart now. We're in our horse stance. Tailbone is dropped. Our arms come up, and we make tiger claws like this. So we even get to strengthen the tendons in our fingers. We inhale. Now the hips go back and we go, ah, open our tiger paws, release our stress into the earth. Then we claw out any other old, stuck, contracted energy and release it to the earth. Inhale, raking out the old energy. Surrender it, let it recycle like compost on the garden. Pulling out aggravation, frustration. Letting it go. Pulling out any pain, any fatigue. Surrender it to Mother Earth, which will transform it into healthy, vibrant energy. One more time. I'm going to watch. Exhale. Nice. And up. Right. And relax. Right. So full body, right? Got your back moving, strengthened your legs. Great one to do next month. I also like that one, just to remind you, it's a very good skill to be able to get on the floor and then back up. And this is one way to make friends, as I say, with that. So one way you could practice that is if it's comfortable, have your legs a little wider apart, and you exhale. And just to get comfortable with this idea of going on the floor, just put some weight in your hands. Just shift the weight a little forward into your hands, then back into your feet, and come up. Okay? Hips go way back. You touch the ground with reverence, with gratitude. You got your hands on an entire planet there. It's amazing. Shift a little weight off your feet into your hands, just a little, and then back. And come up. How'd you do with that? Any questions or problems with that one? You like that one? Yeah. If you have wrist or hand arthritis, that one's maybe not fun. So just really be careful. You know, you can use your fists. I have his hand and wrist arthritis. So on days when it's acting up, you know, maybe just your knuckles. But then, of course, the next step is to shift one knee and then the other. And if you can do that, then to get back up, all you need to do is shift into your hands, step one foot, step the other, And your tiger stands up from the grass. Say, Claudia, look at Claudia go. Go, Claudia, go. Wow. This is close to my heart because when my dad got older, he couldn't get up off the ground. It was sad. He's a former wrestler and football player. You don't have to do this in like 2 days either. Work your way into it. You've got the rest of your life to build this skill. Yeah, Margaret's like she's like, yeah, I did it too. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay, good. Let me check my message, okay, yeah. All right. Shake out the legs. Now, let's do a fun one. Oh, they're all fun. Single arm spirals. So I'll face the same way as you. We're back in our horse stance, tailbone dropped. Left hand on your hip. Your right hand is a receptacle for chi. Just here's where we get to play with our imagination and metaphor. It's like imagine golden light that's going to oil up your joints and nourish all your vital organs. And, it's like a magic elixir, right? Picture that, however you picture it, pouring into your hand. Now, this is based on a hip circle. So the hips will go left and the hand goes left. The palm stays facing up. Hips go back. Hand goes back. Palm stays facing up. Hips right. Arm goes right. Okay, so that's really turned in. And then the hips circle forward and you just bring your palm part of your face like you're shielding your eyes from the sun. And then we start again. So we're swirling the chi in. Hips back, hips right, hips forward, hips left, back, right, forward. Let me pause here like we did at the beginning. So we have a little, that's like home plate. Then you swirl left, circle back, right, forward. Okay. Circle left, back, right. Good. Forward. It's like a big figure 8 in the air. And Linda, this is a fairly advanced one. Sorry, you're doing great. Just it's a really fun exercise when you get the hang of it. You could also, let's pause everybody. You could also just do this as a really nice arm and shoulder exercise with the caveat that you don't force it, right? You don't want to force anything. So hand goes in, back, around. It's sort of hard to do it without the hip circles. And up. It's this.
Isn't this teacup, Chris?
It is teacup, Susan. I snuck it in there, calling it single arm spirals. Yeah. And the beauty of teacups is even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, well, I take that back. You know exactly what you're doing. Even if it's not exactly what I'm doing, if you're just enjoying this turning in and out of the shoulder, you're oiling up and bringing fluid into that very important rotator cuff area. Oh, it looks so good too. Try this on the dance floor if you're invited to any parties in August. You'll be the hit of the party. And you'll get lots of room. You'll have lots of space around you. Let's try the other side. Okay, so if you get this, you got it. And then hit this, you got it. And then this. And then this. Let's try it that way, like in pieces. This, I won't say right, left. And back, Hand to the left. Good. Shelby's got it. Not that it's a race, but good job. Swirling. There you go. Yeah, Linda, you getting it. Remember, the point of this is to relax. We often call it playing with Qigong. This is a little tricky, but that gives us something to learn. Good for our brains. Whee! Swirling the chi. It's oiling up all of the joints of the body. Now, a couple more times, and we'll do it with that 70% guidance. Just use 70% of your effort. Almost like you're doing it in your sleep. Ah. Oh, it's getting even better now. Yeah. And relax. Ah. Good. Good, good, good. All right, let's slow things down a little here after all that swirling, and let's just inhale and exhale. Slowly. So the breath and the movement find each other. We inhale, it's like we're scooping and gathering the oxygen, the energy, the sunlight, the healing of nature. And as we exhale, the body receives all those benefits. The mind receives them, the heart receives the benefits. One more time. And exhale. Ah. And just stand absolutely still for a moment, just to register in your mind and your body and your heart, everything. Just register the difference between stillness in the present moment. Clarity and stillness are the alignment of the world, as the Tao Te Ching says. So we want to learn how to access that feeling, clarity, stillness, by lining up with gravity, softening and letting go of the muscles. Muscles are like soft cotton. Breath strong and deep. And then open your eyes and back to the movement. So in movement therapy, we used to call this accordioning. You go back and forth between, whoa, really moving, getting the chi going, and then, stillness. What that does is it entrains us. It literally internally entrains or trains our mind and our body to learn how to relax, even when things are like crazy and stirred up and chaotic, which is a great survival skill, especially these days. We want to still and calm. Yeah, I watch the news, but I know how to return to the refuge of that still, calm, energized center. All right. Now, here's one for all of us who have intermittent or chronic sciatica. It's also excellent for training low body strength. And it's called the belly dance circles. So we go back to our horse stance. Arms are just rounded and in front, and not to look pretty, but just to sort of have a sense of stability and center. Now, we did these circles earlier where the hips moved in space. For the belly dance circles, the hips don't move in space, but we try to draw a circle on the floor with the tailbone. So we're circling around in either direction. It'll be a very small movement, and it's working the muscles close to the bones that I referred to earlier, that Oh, I got a kitty in the room. We're circling and strengthening the tendons and the muscles closest to the bones. Right? If you're feeling work in your abdomen, you're doing it right. Your lower, especially the lower part of the abdomen. And then reverse. Squeeze and release. Do you see what I'm doing, Linda? It's like imagine your tailbone is drawing a circle on the floor right beneath you. Tiny little circle. It's an odd movement. The first time you do it, it just kind of feels like you're squeezing and relaxing your butt muscles, which you are. But there is a tiny little deep rotation of the whole sacrum, the whole sacroiliac, but very small, so it won't cause stress. Good. Now, relax and like reset. This is so cool. I don't know if you've ever done this one with us, Ree, but after that, you turn both legs in from the hips. Knees are soft and just relax forward. Ah, breathe. Internally rotating the legs frees up those muscles in the side hip that can squeeze that sciatic nerve. Again, modify if this isn't comfortable. You don't have to go all the way forward. Then hands on the thighs and gently come up slowly. Take your time. Return to neutral with your feet, and we'll draw down the heavens to bring all that energy we just cultivated through the door of life in the lower body. Distribute that. So it's bringing clarity to our minds so we can think clearly, come up with fresh new ideas. It's bringing peace and joy, compassion to our hearts, vitality to our body and our vital organs. And that movement, by the way, is a little mini moving meditation that you could do at any time in your day. You could just pause, always pause, come into the present by feeling your feet on the earth, feeling your breath, and then reach into the resources all around us, nature. Inhale it and use the help of that energy to balance and calm and clarify the mind, nourish the heart and the joints and the whole body. Those are the three treasures, right? Treasure isn't out there in the bank account. It's your ability to think, your mind, your ability to imagine. Remember, all cultivated by Qigong practice. Other treasures, the treasure of the heart mind, your relationship with others and with the world and with nature, and the treasure of your body centered here, your center of gravity, but you know, the whole thing. Three treasures. Okay. Let's do a little balance and a little stretch. Real simple. You know, dialing back for 2 classes ago, we worked on the dragon lifts the chi ball. It's kind of an elaborate exercise, excellent exercise. But here's how you can work on the balance skill very simply. Have your feet about hip or shoulder width apart. Pause for a moment. Feel the equal division of weight. Now, this is your center, right? Center of gravity. Feel your center. Just move over the right foot and let the left heel lift off. Good. And then toe, ball, heel, weight is evenly balanced. Excellent. Now shift. Ooh, let the right heel naturally peel off. Better. And balance. Shift. Lift. Breathe. And toe, ball, heel. Shift. You're lifting the foot, heel, ball, toe. Pause right there for a second. Notice if you're leaning. Oh, don't want to lean, that's super advanced. You want to keep your body really level when you're over 1 foot. Better, Mary. Better, Larry. Mary and Larry. Rhymes. Yes. That's a mistake a lot of people make when they go to the side. They think, I'm going to go even more to the side, but it actually is less stabilizing. Oh, bye, Sita. Excuse me. Goodbye, Sita. Have a wonderful August. Stay in touch. She's saying bye, Mary, I think. And right. So this is a beautiful thing you could do when you're standing in line at Adams or Fairway, depending on where you live. You could just very subtly shift the weight off of 1 foot. And if it starts to bother you, you stop. Maybe you make it smaller. Maybe you keep both feet on the floor and just shift a little less. It's called yining and yanging. 1 foot is solid, 1 foot is empty. 1 foot is solid, 1 foot is empty. And it's the basis for all the more elaborate movements. Good. All right. Let's do another one for balance. This is a bigger movement. It's kind of fun. Come back to your horse stance. We're going to shift our weight to the left to turn the right foot out and shift the other, and then turn the back foot in so we're facing side. Now, peel the back foot up, heel, ball, toe. And then lower, toe, ball, heel. Now just watch this for a moment. Watch this for a moment. We begin ear, shoulder, hip in a straight line, right? As the heel lifts, the body shifts forward and then it tilts, but look, there's still a straight line. Ear, shoulder, hip. Yes, toe, ball, heel. And the back foot, it's so interesting. The back foot is really rolling and pressing against the floor. It's a fantastic way to build strength and flexibility through your foot. Just lift the heel. Ta-da. Toe, ball, heel. Now, this is the first part of Flying Dragon. I urge you to just stick with what we just did if you're practicing that, if you want to really absorb it and get it into your mind body. For those of you who've been doing this a long time and you want to challenge yourself a little more, it starts exactly the same way. Heel, ball, toe, and then the back leg, it's your tail, the dragon tail. Woo, lifts up, the body goes forward. Then, oh, this is the hard part, right? You slowly, the head comes up, the tip of the toe, tip of your dragon tail, touches the floor, toe, ball, heel. Woo! right? No need to fly. You don't have to do the whole thing. That's just because there are different levels of experience in the class. And that's true for any Qigong class, any class you go to, period. Some days you'll be ready to fly. Other days you'll say, nah, not right for my back after what I did yesterday, right? That's your Qi. That's your path of progress. But if you are doing the flying, if you are doing the flying, right, it starts the same way, heel, ball, toe. And then here, just really feel the front of your body, the back of your body engaged. And the pivot point is the standing hip joint. That's the body's like pivoting on top of the standing leg. And you don't have to go all the way forward. You could just lift a little bit. That's a great way to build balance and strength. This really strengthens your back, your hamstrings, your glutes. And then toe ball heel. Ah, what a relief. Good. Let's try the other side. This is kind of, we're learning as we do it rather than doing a lot of repetitions. So we turn on the front heel, toes face the side, pivot around the back foot. And this also should be a comfortable, stable position. So this is all based on that yinning and yanging, rocking the weight into one foot and then back, right? So come center, just register ear and shoulder and hip are in a straight line. So from the joints, ears, shoulders, hips, straight line. Then the back heel lifts, your body starts to tilt and lean forward, eyes are straight ahead. Just do this much, and then toe, ball, heel, back to pretty vertical, back knee slightly bent. Nice. Head on your shoulders. There you go. Good. Heel, ball, toe. Yes. Toe, ball, heel. Fantastic, everybody. If you want to try a little flight, a little dragon flight, heel, ball, toe, and maybe just lift the toe a little bit, tilt a little forward. Wow, does your standing foot work hard on that one, right? Then reach the back toe down. There's the floor. Toe, ball, heel. Yeah. Shift into the front foot. Heel, ball, toe. I'm going to watch. Maybe go for a little flight. Maybe not. Who's that? Anne flying. Look at Anne go for, whoa. Toe. Yeah. Judy Siegel, fantastic. She just took off. You're over Westchester Airport at this point. Good, Margaret. Yeah. Good. Good, Larry. Good, Jill. Jill, you're getting so strong. This is really good. Good, Janet. You know what helps? Janet just reminded me of something. Yeah, Shelby. I always, yeah. Whoo, that's a hard one. Play with it. This is part of the youthifying aspect of Qigong. We want to get in a mindset where, like little kids, they love learning new skills. It's fun. Then we get older, it's like, oh my God, I didn't do that well. It's not so much fun. Forget it. We're going to reverse that in this class. And it's a big thing to reverse. It's a really big thing. But once you get it, it's like, hey, life is much easier now. So anyway, I was going back to Janet. You reminded me of something. This I have always found this helps with, let's go back. I'm going to go back to the first side. So this helps me. I have my arms as, these are like reinforcing this connection, this alignment connection between my ear, my shoulder, and my hips. You know what I mean? So the arms go along with the body. So as my body tilts, they don't fall forward. That's going to change the weight ratio. And that's going to make your back work harder. So if your arms are here, yeah, you're engaging the tricep muscles. You're using the muscles that hold the arms up a little, even squeeze them next to your body a little. But that just feels more consolidated. Even if all you're doing is tilting forward and then vertical. See what I mean? Superman or super girl or woman or dog or cat or whatever you do, because you're engaging right behind your heart. That's it, Janet. Wings, wingtips, fingers. Look at Janet go. Yeah. Yeah, Linda. Oh my God, yes. Good, Mary. Beautiful. Beautiful, Shelby. Oh, nice. Yeah, we do a couple of flying things in Qigong, more than a couple. That's one of the more strengthening ones. This is the kind of thing I'll probably, well, it's a good strengthener for the legs, the back, confidence, you know. It's very similar if you do yoga. You'll see something like that. Good idea, Mary. Let's follow Mary. Come back to the center, float your arms up, do a nice easy stretch after all that. Oh, this is called picking cherries. This might also feel really good for any lower back pain or sciatic achiness. Ah, oh man. Stretching, getting that chi to flow through the meridians on the side of the body helps the lower back relax and let go. Pause for a moment. Just these moments of stillness again are as important as anything that we do, because they're training us to feel on a much deeper, more a deeper, more detailed level. You know, you'll be feeling things that maybe are hard to express. Like maybe you feel like your body feels more like one piece, or maybe you have a sense of like ease or fatigue, not fatigue, but softness or relaxation. Maybe you feel buzzy. Everybody registers the movement of this bioelectricity within them. Everybody registers it a different way. But the point is to just register it so you understand when it's not flowing freely. Now, let's go back to our little shake. And just to kind of draw a line under the warm-up practice, we'll finish with a flow. I'll keep it nice and simple since we're talking about flying. This is a variation on one of the crane frolics, and it's called The Bird Coming Home to the Nest. The beautiful, simple animal frolic from prehistoric days, and it still works so beautifully to bring the quality, we do the bird frolics to bring the quality of spaciousness, calm, joy, and perspective, especially to our heart, right? So we'll start with just simple flying, simple movement called the bird flies. When we inhale, the arms float up. So this is a different way of flying from Superman and flying dragons. It's like Harry Potter or something in here today, right? This is the bird. All right, so we're moving effortlessly like a warm wave is lifting. Think of lifting the elbows and then flowing out from the elbows to the wrists to the fingers. Okay, so the first place, breathe. Just feel a little lift under your wings. Elbows sink. And you almost feel like the air has some resistance. Inhale, we're flying a little higher. Exhale. Now, the deep inner healing of the bird frolics is that as we fly above the earth, it gives us perspective on whatever's happening beneath us. Our perspective widens. You could use this also to train your visual field of vision. As your wings float up, see if you could sense them with your eyes, with your peripheral vision, without looking at them. Right? That's an excellent mindfulness training. Gives your brain something to be engaged with so that you can then relax and feel the soft flow of the movement. Yes, going as slow or as quickly as you need to, just as long as the breath is following the movement. Good. Now the bird returns to the nest. We inhale, let the wings come all the way up, backs of the wrists toward each other. Exhale, the wings float down, the hips go back, and our wings encircle our knees or our lower legs. Then again, inhale, floating the wings up, all face sideways. Exhale, everything simultaneously softens, settling onto that nest. Everything simultaneously floats up. The inhale finishes at the top. Exhale, slowing the exhale. This will slow the central nervous system and bring us into rest, digest, and heal. And don't worry if you can't breathe this slowly yet. Don't worry, just breathe. Just don't hold your breath. Take as many breaths as you need. Right? Hips go back, head forward. Now, 3 more times on your own. Just really relax. You go relax even more, even less effort. Soft floating from the sky down to the earth. Right. Feeling your feet on the earth, floating up to the clouds. Exhale the security. Coming back to your nice little cozy nest. One more time. Up. Coming back now. It's a gentle way to feel the whole body, mind, spirit work. Now just relax the arms and come to standing. And we'll regulate the chi, drawing the breath up to the heart and letting it float down. Inhale, it's like lifting that ball of light up to the heart and down. Rolling this ball of light. It's like magnetizing any negativity or stuck energy. It magnetizes it out and it draws in that healing light. Let's now bring this ball of chi. Let's hold a ball of chi right in front of our forehead. Close your eyes for a moment. Hands are soft. Hands are really soft. We're holding energy, that invisible energy. But our mind can imagine it with a color or texture that'll help us get comfortable with this invisible energy that's so real. We're holding this ball of glowing light, and it's helping our mind cultivate clarity, wisdom. Perhaps it's helping the mind be open to receiving guidance. Breathe, using the mind, imagery, and movement to create a sense of mental calm and clarity and strength. And breath, using breath, of course. Now bring that ball of healing, enlivening light right in front of your heart mind. So important to take care of our hearts these days. Whew. Especially if you're an empathetic person, there's a lot to be kind of overwrought by. But breathe and equalize that with the very nourishing, important energy of compassion, patience, love. Playfulness nourishes the health of the heart, both physically and emotionally. We're not just holding this ball of light here, it's actually permeating the center of our body, surrounding our heart with loving, healing light, helping it hold that clarity and stillness. And then lower the ball of chi right in front of your center of gravity, that lower dantian. All right, the third treasure, the Jing essence, the physical health of our bodies. So you could think, oh, that light is flowing and radiating in, it's swirling around any achiness, any healing up any injury, or strengthening the immune system, enlivening my vitality, keeping this container, our body, strong, flexible, centered. And then relax the arms, and one final time we pull down the heavens. We bring all those energies together, one flowing cycle. Inhale, connecting with the energy of the summer, the fire element, the yang time of year, time of growth and abundance. Incorporate that in. Bring your hands this time all the way down, one hand over the other. Bring your legs together. Close your eyes and relax. And again, exercising our mind, our imagination. You're now a bamboo tree. Your roots begin at around the level of your belly button and grow down through the legs into the earth, deep into the earth, anchoring you, stabilizing you, helping stabilize the mind, right? When we get grounded, it helps our mind relax and clear out. We're rooted, but we're also just resilient and flexible and flowing with the currents of life, the breeze, sun, round of the head to the sky. Just rocking and swaying a little bit. It's a time to soak up all the chi you just created with all the movement and breathing and imagining you did. Now open your eyes, rub your hands together. Let's tap. Let's tap on it all over the scalp. Another great way to wake up the chi. Now let's tap over the heart. Haven't done this for a while. Thymus, just a quickie reminder, keep you healthy. Thymus gland, master gland of the immune system, and a little lower, the heart center. And boy, thank you all so much for practicing with me and practicing together. It's been fantastic. Please stay in touch. I always love hearing from you. I'm on vacation, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing Qigong and thinking about it. So I'd love to hear from you at any point. Second bow of gratitude, traditional end to a class, is to take a moment to appreciate these brilliant ancient exercises that never get old. They just keep growing and challenging us and opening new venues and new avenues to explore. And third bow is to yourself. You're taking care of your encapsulation of chi on the earth. Your unique chi. You're taking good care of it. Thanks, everybody. Stay around if you want. I'm going to turn off the recording. If you have any questions or comments, okay, the recording.